Hi, my name is Erin, and a few months ago I did a Q&A thread about what it was like growing up with something called radial club hands, which is a skeletal deformity that's kind of rare, where the bone in the forearm is significantly shorter than average. So typically what happens is, just as a quick recap, the bone in the forearm that lengthens it is called the radius bone. It's also connected to the thumb, and in instances of radial club hands, it's deformed or missing. In my case, the bones were missing on both sides. So just a quick recap, I have arms that are about 7 inches shorter than average. Boop, boop. And both sides. Yeah. So yes, I was unlucky or lucky, whichever, depending on how you look at it, to be born with no radius bones on both sides. Personally, I think it was a benefit because I like being symmetrical, which is probably kind of weird for me to say, but I'm an aesthetic person and I find it preferable. But it also meant that I was born without thumbs, so I had 12 different surgeries to give me opposable thumbs when I was a baby and a child, and I addressed all of this in the previous thread. And in the thread that I mentioned that I was planning on moving to New York City to illustrate and to get a book published, basically. And I wanted to update because I did move to New York by myself, and it was kind of a big adventure. I'm here right now in New York City, in Brooklyn. And I was a very sheltered person. I was homeschooled, and my experiences so far have been very interesting and unique, and it took a lot to get here. I'm proud of myself. But New York City is a very, very, very visual place. It's, I don't want to say exclusive because it actually is the world's melting pot, and there are so many interesting people here from all over the world and all kinds of backgrounds and lives and statuses and everything, but it is very looks oriented. So being someone like me in this environment is kind of an interesting experience in and of itself. And it got me to thinking, not only would I like to update people on a little bit of what's going on, if they're interested, answer questions, of course, but it made me think that everyone has something that makes them different. In a weird way, our differences are what make us alike to each other because everyone has them. Mental, physical, emotional. Something that maybe makes them insecure, or even something that they derive strength from. We're all different in some way. My thing is more visible than a lot of people's, but I don't think that means that it's bigger than other people's differences or more important or significant or anything. I really do feel like everyone has something. And so the way I would put it is, I was born with radial club hands. What is your radial club hands? How are you different? And I'd like to open up a dialogue about that. Of course, I will be happy to answer any of your questions about me, but I get to ask you one in return. It's only fair. Okay. If I didn't say hi already, hi, and I'm excited. I hope to get to talk to you.